Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Susan. Today's class I'm calling Rise and Shine, but you don't have to do it in the morning. You could do it anytime that you feel like doing some yoga. Let's get started today by standing nice and tall here in our mountain pose. We're going to have our hands facing forward. And then let's lift our toes up off the mat and put them all back down again. Let's do that one more time. Lifting and spreading our toes and then putting them back down on the mat. Let's roll our shoulders back a few times, rolling around in a circle. And then we'll roll our shoulders the other way. All right, very good. We're going to come into a forward fold now. So let's just fold forward. We're going to let our head hang down. You can have a little bend in your knees. And let's hold our opposite side elbows. So we're holding onto our elbows, letting our head hang, letting the rest of ourselves hang down. Maybe swinging side to side a little bit. And then let's switch it, how we have our elbows. So the other one is on top now. And we'll just hang here just a little bit more. And then we'll rise back up to standing. We'll take a breath here. Breathing in and sighing it out. We're going to fold forward again. This time let's come forward and have our hands, let's have our hands on our shins. Actually, sorry, let's have our hands on our thighs. We're going to have our hands on our thighs. We're going to have a flat back. So we have a flat back here. Maybe I'll turn this way. So our back is flat, hands are on our thighs, and then we're going to fold forward. Let's come back up to halfway again with a flat back. And then folding forward. One more time. Inhaling with the flat back. Exhaling, folding forward. And then let's rise up. Rising back up to standing. And we'll have our hands at our heart. We'll take a breath in. Sigh the breath out. All right, very good. We're going to interlace our fingers. Turn our hands inside out. Let's bring our arms up. Nice big stretch. And then we'll stretch up and over to the side. Back to the center. And then up and over to the other side. Back to the center. Bringing our arms down, thinking about that interlacing again. Let's interlace our hands behind our back. So our hands are interlaced, and then we're going to bring both hands over to one side. So we have both hands now on one side, and we're going to tilt our head away from the side that our hands are on. So we're getting a little neck stretch here. Oh, very nice. We'll just hold that just a little bit more. Coming back to the center. Let's put both hands now on the other side and tilt our head to the side. All right, little stretch here on this side. Coming back to the middle. Let's rotate our shoulders again. All right, we're going to come to the top of our mat. We're going to inhale, bringing our arms up, looking up. Exhale with a swan dive down. Let's do that halfway up again. You can have your hands either on your thighs or on your shins, or if your fingertips reach the ground without bending your knees, you could do it that way. Otherwise, just keep them wherever they go. And now we are going to bend our knees. We're going to put our hands down on the mat. Let's step back with one leg and then the other. So we're in our plank position, like a top of a push-up. All right, we're just gonna lower down. We'll lower down by putting down our knees, chest, and chin. And then we'll bring our arms back. Our toes are pointed back. We're going to interlace our hands at our back. We're going to lift up, so we're reaching our hands back, reaching your toes back, lifting up off of the mat with your, let's see, that would be like your shoulders, shining your heart forward for the rise and shine, and then we'll lower back down. Now thinking about which way your hands are clasped, let's clasp our hands the other way so your other thumb is on top now. It might feel a little different because you don't normally clasp your hands that way, but we're just moving all our fingers over one finger. And then we're going to come up again here into this, this little bit of a back bend here. And then we'll lower back down. Let's come into a child's pose. We're going to do child's pose with wider knees, but you can keep your knees together if you like doing it like that way better. And today, let's just come down with our hands out in front of us. So if your head can reach the mat, that's fine. If it can't, that's okay too. If your head can't reach the mat, you can always put a block or something under your forehead. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. And we'll just stay here for just a little bit here in our child's pose. All right, let's walk our hands over to the right. We're keeping ourselves in child's pose, but we're moving our hands on our arms over to the right, and then we're going to put our left hand on top of our right. So you should be feeling a stretch on the left side of your body here. And we'll just hold that just a little bit. And then we'll walk our hands back to the middle, walking our hands over to the left, putting your right hand on top of your left. We'll stretch here on this side. And then coming back to the middle. Let's come on to our hands and knees here in tabletop. Let's do a little cat-cow. Cat-cow is always a good thing to do. We're going to round our back up for the cat, and then lower our tummy down. We're coming through our shoulders here for the cow. Let's do this a couple times. Do it with your breath. Exhaling for the cat, and inhaling for the cow. One more time. Exhaling cat, inhaling cow. And then we're coming back to our tabletop. We're going to extend our left arm up like the height of our head. Keeping our left arm extended up, let's raise up our right leg behind us. So see if you can get your leg up maybe as high as the rest of your body, maybe flexing your foot, bringing some energy through from your fingertips to your foot. And then we're going to add on to this if you want. If this is already a challenge for you, you don't have to do this next thing. But if you want, let's bring our elbow and knee together underneath our body and then straighten back out again. Let's do that twice more, bringing our elbow and knee together, straightening back out, and then the other side, same side, one more time. All right, let's put that down. We're gonna do the other side now though. We're gonna bring our right arm up, so it's like the height of our head. And then we're going to bring our left leg up, flexing our left foot, making a line from our hands to our feet. Then if you want to do this next part, you would bring your elbow and knee together under your body and then straighten. We're going to do that twice more. They come together and straighten. One more time. Together and straighten. All right, very nice. Tabletop to downward facing dog. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips up into the air, and we have downward facing dog. We can bend one knee, straighten the other, and then switch. Which knee is bent, which knee is straight. Switch again. Again. Let's switch one more time. Bending one knee, straightening the other, and then the other side. And now let's walk up to our hands. We're going to fold here again. So we're in this fold thing again. We're going to face this way. All right, we're folding again. But this time we're going to keep one hand down. Let's keep our left hand down. And then we're going to lift our other arm up into the sky. Lifting your right arm up, your left knee can be bent a little bit. If it's too hard to do with your hand all the way to the ground, it can be up on your shin or something, but otherwise keep it on the ground. A little twist to the side. Let's put the right hand down. So now our right knee bends a little bit. Our left leg is straight. We're sweeping our left arm up into the air. Then we'll come back to our fold and rise up to standing. Okay, very nice. Let's come to the top of our mat. We're going to come to the top. We're going to inhale, bringing our arms up, looking up. Exhale with a swan dive down. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, our hands come to the mat, stepping back with only one leg this time. So I stepped back with my left. It doesn't really matter which one because we're doing both sides. But say your left leg is back, you could put your left knee down to the ground, putting your hands on your right knee. And I'm just going to turn and face this way so you guys don't move. I'm just turning. So I'm facing the front. All right, we have our arms up in the air. We're going to make some cactus arms and then straight and cactus. When you're doing the cactus, thinking about bringing your shoulders together and then straight and have your fingers spread really wide. Cactus and straight. All right, framing your foot, coming back into, I'm going to turn this way again, coming back into tabletop, tucking your toes, downward dog. Let's just take a breath or two here. And then we'll walk up to our hands, rise up to standing, and we'll do the other side. I'm going to do it up here this time so I don't have to be turning around. So anyway, coming up here, we're inhaling, bringing our arms up. Exhaling, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, your hands are on the mat. Stepping back with the other foot now. I'm stepping back with my right one this time. Putting my right knee down to the mat and putting my hands here on my left knee, coming on up. All right, low lunge. Let's have our arms up in the air. We're going to do the cactus again. Spreading your fingers really wide. And then making that cactus, feeling your shoulders kind of coming together in the back. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Now this time what we're going to do, we're just going to come to kneeling. A bit different there. We're coming to a kneeling posture. Now if it bothers you to be kneeling, you can always like double up your mat so it makes it a little more cushy for your knees. We're going to do a one-sided camel. Well, actually, let's do a two-sided camel first. We're going to have our hands on our back with our fingers pointing down. And we'll just leave our feet the way they are. And then we're just going to bring our, bringing your shoulder blades together again, kind of pointing your elbows back behind you. Inhaling a little bit of a back bend here in camel. And then we're going to do a one-sided camel. So we're going to tuck, let's tuck both of our toes. Okay, so we're tucking, both of our toes on both of our feet. Okay, we're going to let's bring our right hand back to touch our ankle. If you can't reach this, just do it like this again. But if you can, we're bringing one hand to our right hand to the right ankle and bringing our left arm up into the sky here for this one-sided cactus pose. All right, very good. Let's bring that down. We'll do the other side. And again, if it doesn't work for you, you can always just keep your hands at your back But if you can reach your left hand to your left ankle, let's do that and bring our right arm up a little bit of a smidge of a back bend here in our camel, one-sided camel. And then we'll put that down. Let's come down to the mat. We'll do just a couple of things down here today. All right, we're going to come into the butterfly with the soles of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a breath in, sighing it out, and let's come forward over our feet. You can hold onto your feet if you want. And some people can get their head all the way to the mat, so if you can, feel free. I'm just going as far as I can. It's what I expect you to do too, so don't overstretch. You're just doing however far works for you. Maybe you can only go like this much, then just do that much. Or maybe you can go a little bit more, or maybe you can go all the way to the floor. It doesn't matter how far. Just feel like you want to do it however far works for you. And we'll just hold this just a little bit more. And then we'll sit up. Let's have our legs straight. We're in our staff pose, sitting up nice and tall. Oh, very good. We're going to come onto our back now. We're going to do a floating bridge. So we're laying on our back. Our knees are bent. Feet are on the ground. Let's do the arm part first. We're going to bring our arms back behind us on an inhale. And then bring our arms alongside our body on an exhale. So we're just moving our arms, inhaling, moving our arms back. Exhaling, moving our arms forward. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, our arms come back. Exhaling, our arms come forward. We're going to add on the hips with this. So bringing your ankles kind of close to the rest of your body. When we inhale, we'll bring our arms up and lift our hips up into the air. When we exhale, we'll bring our hips down and bring our arms down. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhaling, rising up, bringing our arms back. Exhaling, lowering down, lowering your arms. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling, lowering down. All right, let's bring our knees in. We're going to just rock side to side a few times here. And then we'll come into a little ball, taking a breath in, and then lengthening out into our resting pose. Shavasana. Let's take a breath in together, in through our nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Melting into the earth. Let's do that one more time. Taking a breath in. And sighing it out. You can stay here in Savasana as long as you wish. Or if you're ready to move on, let's wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes. We're going to roll over to one side and come on up to a seated position. All right, let's bring our arms up on an inhale, maybe looking up. And then exhaling, bringing our hands to our heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, bringing our arms up. Exhaling our hands to our heart. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Hope to see you again. Namaste.